Ein neuer Akt geht los. Und zum Glück machen wir das, weil Hoyo hat ja noch auf dem fetten Cliffhanger letztes Mal geendet. Danke, Hoyo. Nochmals. Warum macht ihr das so oft in letzter Zeit? Und damit willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge von Honkai Sterbliche. Letztes Mal haben wir hier Akt 3 abgeschlossen. Und jetzt würden wir uns zu dem nächsten Akt aufmachen. Nämlich dem Versunken in der Lethe der Lebenden. Einiges ist ja letztes Mal passiert. Wir haben Vollwisch besiegt. Blade hat von Shuhu die Überreste übernommen und hat es jetzt in sich gemacht. Also auch ein riesiger Himmelsbaum so aufgeploppt, der von Silverwolf komprimiert wurde und in Blade platziert wurde. Und der krankste Reveal am Ende. Anscheinend haben wir wieder Verfürsten irgendwie im Spielchen. Was wahrscheinlich auch so die Zitat von es führt alles wieder zu einer zur Zerstörung führt. Wahrscheinlich ein bisschen erfüllt. Und so nebenbei anscheinend ist noch ein anderes krasses Geheimnis unter Planet K, in Arcadia. Es ist anscheinend so ein gewisser alter Äon, so, ach nun, der Äon des Giers namens Ouroboros hier. Aber ja, ich würde sagen, wir fangen mal an, ne? Das war ein krasser Reveal am Ende letztes Mal. Und dann hat auch die Quest gehandelt. Deswegen. Ja, ich bin wieder da. March haben wir nicht so viel gesehen in der letzten Quest. Oh nein, bitte sag mir nicht, dass es die zwei Deppen sind, wo ich meine. Leck mich!
Welcome to our brand new segment, the Phantom Moon Brief. I'm your host, Poofy.
Oh, nochmal Propaganda hier.
Hi everyone, this is your old friend Snowy.
Well then, as the Phantom Moon games reach a boiling point, and for reasons that need no explanation, we are now joining Duo Mention TV to bring you live coverage of the latest and most critical news updates.
Und Duo Mention ist ja unter Pearl, ne?
And after the director of Foolish TV and sponsor of the Research Society of Happy Smiles, Foolish announced that she was joining the Phantom Moon Games. That terrifying tragedy of 15 years ago once again swept through the psionic game.
Noch schlimmer sogar.
The supplicant debate, slated to take place at the Seafeld TV tower, was cut short when out-of-control Imaginee known as Joy Ascendants appeared suddenly and launched an attack.
Mhm, die schlimmsten Gegner ever, also gegen dieses Spiel scheiße.
This plague centered on Seafeld City spread rapidly. Even Foolish herself turned into a monster atop the Seafeld TV tower.
As of the latest reports, nearly 200,000 human and Imaginee inhabitants across plain Arcadia have been affected by the plague. Countless individuals are injured or missing, and total losses are estimated to have reached 8.6 billion credits.
Damn.
And in a chilling echo of the bloodstained games 15 years ago, footage left behind by Foolish points to the disaster as the work of supplicants from beyond the sky.
She identified the culprits as the famed cosmic hero, the trailblazer of the Astral Express, and the wanted criminal, Stellaron Hunter Blade, claiming they were responsible for the tragedy.
Klärt ihr das auf?
A spokesperson for the Department of Aberration Defense said the disaster was planned and executed by Foolish herself through her organization, the Research Society of Happy Smiles. They added that the investigation will continue and the organization will be shut down.
Okay.
Oh, how familiar that sounds. 15 years ago, they made the same excuses. What is the real story behind this? The Phantom Moon Brief will continue to keep you updated.
Mhm.
Over 500 years ago, a prophet made a prediction. In year 1999, a terrifying devil will descend from the sky. Will this prophecy come true? Can plain Arcadia safely make it through this crucial year? We will have to wait and see.
Ja.
Shame on them. How can they just say things like that on TV when it's not even confirmed? And the internet is flooded with fake news about you too. Also, those two hosts, weren't they from Foolish TV? They were spreading nasty stories about you on the news before. And now look, they've immediately jumped ship after what happened to Foolish.
Ja, Schande über sie, ja. Klassisches Medienverhalten. Ich schau gerade etwas nach, wegen diesem 99-Ding.
Nothing surprises me anymore. I'm happy you made it back safely. But somehow, you just don't seem quite the same.
wir haben ja den Pfad des Hochgefühls angenommen letztes Mal. Und ja, ich habe gerade was gefunden, weil es wird ja gerade Dings von, dass irgendwas in dem 1999 jetzt passieren wird halt. Und ich habe gedacht, das erinnert mich ein bisschen das Y2K-Problem oder auch Millennium-Bug bekannt, was halt die Angst war vor dem weltweiten Computer-Crash halt, weil Computer nicht vielleicht so stark wären, halt den Wechsel von den Zahlen zu machen und da irgendwie internationales Chaos entstehen würde. Und ich frage mich, ob das ein bisschen die Inspiration dafür war, für dass halt das Jahr 99 dann das letzte ist und sie nicht die 2000-Wende sehen.
Oh no.
Ah ja.
You're trying to grow up and leave me behind. Don't tell me you're becoming the next Don Hung.
Nein.
No. Is this what it takes to become a hero?
Natürlich nicht. Ist wirklich schlimm, Dan Hang zu verwandeln überhaupt?
If you're all grown up and serious, we just can't click like we used to anymore. Oh, right. Tell me about what happened at the TV tower. I've heard Don Hung and Sunday's side of the story, but I haven't heard yours yet.
Okay. Erzähl's mal alles über die Schlacht am Fernsehturm von Seafeld.
So, Fullwish had people undergo the happiness surgery to implant Shuhu's flesh into their bodies, and that ended up causing this disaster?
Yep.
And you guys stopped the mutation from spreading, but all you managed to do was to temporarily seal Shuhu's flesh inside Blade?
Mhm. Ist gut, dass wir gerade eine Wiederholung bekommen, actually. Genau. Also ja, genau.
And then you mentioned that Nessia, the one we met at Star Rail Fest, is actually the Phantasy Moon Games arbitrator? No wonder she could draw a mask for you.
Und sie hat irgendwie eine andere Seite.
And she also asked you to go deep into the world in Canvas to warn, who was it again?
Graphia. Ihr Name ist Graphia.
Who is that?
Die Vorfahrin von Himiko.
Yes, Graphia, Himiko's ancestor. She's an artist from 1,000 years ago.
Himiko's ancestor? She's still alive?
Irgendwie
Wait, that's not even the most important part.
ist im tiefen Schlummer, glaube ich, schon letztes Mal
asked you to warn Graphia that the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, is back?
Mhm. Ich frage mich mal genau, wie das zustande kommt.
Why does the Express have such bad luck? By this point, whenever we go on vacation, I'm always ready to deal with random problems. But running into another Lord Ravager while on vacation?
Mhm.
This is way over the line.
Oh, wirklich.
Lord Ravager, at Vanessia's request, Shuhu's flesh and Blade's body, and the unfinished Phantasy Moon games. Suddenly, there are so many things to deal with.
Vergiss nicht auch der Eon, der Hochgefühl ersetzt wird.
Juggling a bunch of eggs all at once. One slip, and it's all gonna go splat.
Das ist eine Art und Weise, es auszudrücken, aber ja.
Are you okay?
Ja. Mir geht's gut. Gerade noch.
I wish I were as calm as you. I'm gonna go take a minute and collect myself.
Ja, kein Stress.
So many things to deal with right now. Oh, what should I do next?
Graphia, I guess, am besten.
Nah, I've had a long day. I should just get some rest.
Ja, Amy, das schneidet ja auch direkt an der letzten Quest wahrscheinlich an. Also setzen wir uns mal. Ein Sofa mit einer plüschigen Samtoberfläche wie eine Wiege. In dem Moment, an dem du dich hinsetzt, schmilzt du praktisch dahin. Okay, irgendeine Vision? Oder was passiert jetzt? Das Rauschen der Nachrichtensendung mal als unerbittliche Befragung, die drohende Anwesenheit zu verwüstern und das gefährliche Fleiß, das Blitz, Körperwind und die Zukunft der Phantasmaspiele. All diese Probleme hatten sich durch Kauschen der Wager einander verflochten. I mean, chaotisch macht Sinn bei diesem Planeten. Was kannst du tun? Du bist nur ein armer kleiner Waschbär. Du wirst das Geheimnis entwirren, aber jetzt hast du in seinen Fäden verheddert. Du kannst eine Weile vergeblich, aber gibst du aus und lässt du, dass deine Müdigkeit deine Augen in Dunkelheit hüllt. So. So, was passiert jetzt?
Shh, Welt. She's tired. Let her sleep.
Oh. Schlafen wir jetzt so 2-3 Tage, oder? Der hat nie gedacht, dass du so viel schlafen kannst. Oh, hey, Himiko.
You're obviously tired.
I never thought this vacation would become the prelude to yet another major war.
Wundert dich überhaupt? By the way, ich habe auch ausnahmsweise jetzt mal den Trailer geschaut für 4.3 hier, weil das aktuell für mich die aktuellste Version noch ist und es wird wild. Und ich habe um ein paar Charaktere Sorgen, aber ich will nicht zu viel wegnehmen, halt für die, wo den Trailer nicht geschaut haben. Als Nächstes bin ich nicht überrascht.
From our very first steps, trouble has always followed the nameless.
Ja, wir haben so einen Magneten dafür.
This is way too much.
Look at you now. It takes me back to when I first got the Express running again. Aside from Pom Pom, I was the only crew member on board. Constantly stretched thin and feeling out of my depth. All I could do was note every problem in the navigation log, one by one. A world's coordinates that needed an update. A glitch in the Express's warp system. The notes were as dense as the coordinates on the astral charts, leaving me completely overwhelmed. Back then, I never imagined the Astral Express would one day have to face a Lord Ravager. But strangely, now that the time has come again, I'm not panicking at all.
Ist ja nicht das erste Mal.
Come to think of it, it's because of you. Because of all of you. Along the way, we have defeated 2 Lord Ravagers.
Iron,
The
Tomb
nameless
und
who guided
ja.
me before I set
Und
out
von Talia,
once
obwohl
told me,
die ist noch nicht komplett weg. Obwohl, nee, wir hatten ja
keep moving forward, and the obstacles that
Die vom
once felt
ersten.
impossible to conquer will soon be behind you. And along the way, you'll find companions who are just like you. I've seen you grow through the Phantom Moon games, becoming someone others can trust and lean on. And I heard the declaration you made atop the tower. I'm truly proud of you.
No.
That's why I want to share a story from the
Oh.
past with you. A promise from 15 years ago.
Ein Versprechen vor 15 Jahren, okay. Geht's darum, wie Himiko den Express wieder zum Laufen gebracht hat?
I promised someone that when the moon over my hometown was full again, I would go back to see her, to let her know I had made the most of this borrowed life, and found companions I could trust with all my heart. I want to
Was?
share this story with you all. The story of how my journey began.
Wie geliehen Leben? Ich will das unbedingt hören. Warte, was?
It's a long story, filled with many memories of my past. I'd also like to invite you all to the place where I repaired the Express and tell you everything bit by bit.
Okay.
All right, it's a deal. When I return from the world in canvas, you can make us, let Shush make us some coffee. Then we'll settle in and listen to your story.
Speaking of the world in canvas, March told me about what Evanessia said to you. Evanessia's request was not made lightly, and she was worried for a reason. Silverwolf saw that Lord Ravager in action too.
Ah, das heißt, der Typ mit dem Hut da ist Assad Primat,
According to
oder
the
wie?
records from the databank and the IPC's investigation, Assad Pramad's campaigns often span centuries, and the planets he
okay.
targets all end up destroyed in freak accidents, leaving their surfaces covered in only smiling faces.
Okay, weil ich habe mir gedacht, dass das vielleicht das erste Zeichen
My
wollte ich
ancestor
sagen.
Graphia created the world in canvas. If that was to resist Assad Pramad's invasion of Ahatopia, then could this disaster unleashed through the Phantom Moon games be the prelude to his next invasion?
Maybe. Was mich halt wundert, ist, dass der so... Obwohl, Fantalia war auch ein bisschen mehr reifer. Ich habe jetzt halt natürlich durch Eigentum, habe ich gedacht, wenn er so Zerstörungsmaschine im Kopf habe, ja. Aber okay, interesting. Wie die jetzt schon die Quest anfängt, wirkt man so, als würden wir sehr viel generell über Himikos Geschichte lernen. Einerseits von ihrer Vorfahrin, einerseits sie selbst, der Astral Express, das wird interessant. Ich bin erstaunt, dass Graf noch am Leben ist. Ja, das ist wirklich
That's the
erstaunlich.
first of many mysteries. Based on our family history, we are clearly not descendants of any long-lived species.
Nee, im Gegenteil, wegen dem
Quite
Fluch.
the opposite. The weathering curse has shortened my family's lifespan for generations. What could my ancestor have gone through to still exist today? That too leaves me deeply curious.
Ja. Ich frage mich, ob dieser Verwitterungsfluch auch dadurch kommt, dass Grafia halt sich noch weiter am Leben hält, dass sie vielleicht die Lebenszeit der Nachkommen irgendwie dadurch raubt. Könnte es das sein, maybe? I don't know. Könntest du mehr über Grafia erzählen? Ja, was weißt du alles? Das könnte
There are
helfen.
far too many legends about her. It's hard to tell what's true and what's not.
Fair.
Only two things are beyond doubt. First, during the Cinderth Age, she created countless Imaginae and sent them into battle against the demon legions from beyond. Second, near the end of one of the Phantasmoon games, she created the world in canvas to shelter inside it what was left of civilization and life. Which means she is not only familiar with Asat Pramad, but has also witnessed the manifestation of the Eon of Elation.
Und vielleicht noch Ouroboros, Eon der Gier, aber das wissen wir vom Express nicht, weil es war ein Gespräch zwischen Kuchiba und Dings Pearl halt. Und ich frage mich auch, wie genau Kuchiba ins Spiel kommt, weil Dings, dass sie als so normale Offizierin das weiß. Aber die Welt auf der Leinwand, ja.
Nobody knows just how big the plane Graphia created actually is. Over 140 years ago, the IPC tried to salvage the world in canvas, but they were only able to reconstruct part of it in the real world. That portion became what we know as Plain Arcadia.
Das geht also noch viel
Legend has
tiefer.
it that Graphia used a vast ocean as her canvas and channeled the power of elation to step into the painting, which means she has not only seen Asat Pramad, but has also seen the Eon of Elation descend in all their glory.
Wo soll ich anfangen?
Good question. As for who in Plain Arcadia knows Graphia and the world in canvas best, it's probably Pearl.
Wahrscheinlich,
She
ja.
was sent here by the IPC. She should have some clues to guide us in the right direction. By the way, General Yao Guang is here. She says she wants to talk to you in private.
Okay, gute Nachrichten? Wahrscheinlich bezüglich Blade, oder?
I'm not sure if she comes with good news or bad news. She brought a little gift from the Cienjo, though. Mung bean soda.
Mung bean
Go
soda?
talk to General Yao Guang, then. Don't keep her waiting. After that, come to the party car and fill us in on your next move.
Yep. Ist das nicht das Getränk, was Tingyun uns ausgegeben hat? Was ihre Empfehlung war? Wenn ja, das war ein krasser Callback.
Nice to meet you, Ishvara.
Hello.
I always thought that the arbitrator, Evanesia, would step in and punish Foolish for the disaster she caused. But, to my surprise, it was you who defeated Foolish. In my capacity as an Arbiter General, I extend my deepest gratitude to you for halting the plague and sparing countless lives from suffering.
Gerne. Du bist so gütig, Generalin.
What I am about to tell you is something Evanesia risked breaking the rules to share with me. Please keep it a secret. Not a word of this leaves the Express.
Okay, die andere Hälfte, ne? Kommt jetzt.
Sealed within Ahatopia's core is Ouroboros, the Veracity.
Okay, wir wissen das auch. Der ohne Gier, wer ist das? Ja, wir könnten wirklich...
Wait, you've never heard of the Veracity before?
Nein! Veracity
Come
wohl.
to think of it, they must be unfamiliar to most people. They were supposed to be recorded in the list of arch-enemies as an author of calamity. They are an ancient god of desire and consumption. An eon that evolved from a leviathan. But they disappeared so long ago that the Cienjo Alliance never witnessed any of their deeds. And they were never recognized as an author of calamity.
Okay, und ich nehme an, daher hat
Well,
Evanescence seine Kraft
They need
gezogen,
no
oder?
such title anyway. Beast of Calamity, Star Devourer, Void Maw. Just hearing these names, one can imagine what kind of monstrosity they were. A vast writhing form whose slightest movement could crush entire planets, before swallowing what remained into an insatiable abyss. Rumor has it, they were last seen during the era of the Swarm disaster.
Oh, ist schon übelst
They
lang.
were hardly there to aid the Swarm, but rather to attend a cosmic-level feast, in which the Swarm served merely as appetizers, and the planets they passed were devoured as the main course.
Interesting, okay. Ding ist, ich habe auch jetzt angefangen, so langsam so ein 4-Stunden-Video bei zu schauen, für die Lore von Honkai zu verstehen. Ich glaube, dieses Video geht bis zu bevor Plan Arcadia, das heißt, alles, was der Plan Arcadia ist, neue Informationen. Aber da wurde actually das hier auch schon erwähnt, dass das einer der letzten Orten ist, wo man Dings von Ouroboros hört. Und ich probiere gerade alles zusammen zu verbinden. Interesting, okay, das wird wild.
No one expected them to be here of all places, sealed away on this very planet, after vanity.
Lebt der Eon denn noch? Das ist die Frage, ne?
The true situation remains unknown. But with this information, we can understand why Asat Pramod set his sights on this world.
Für Ouroboros, tolle Scheiße, ja.
Aren't you a little afraid, facing a huge disaster like this?
Ich habe schon Schlimmeres gesehen.
That's impressive, Ishvara. No wonder you survived the calamity of Iron Tomb.
Zu meiner Verteidigung, nicht zu meiner Verteidigung, zu wohl anderen ZOWIE-Pfeil und generell die ganzen Erben und alles haben mir mächtig geholfen, weil ohne die wäre ich gefickt. Generell jeder, der geholfen hat, weil alleine hätte ich das definitiv nicht gebacken bekommen.
Fortune follows when fate hits its lowest ebb. Every crisis comes with an opportunity. Now that we know a force capable of devouring stars is deep in slumber at this planet's core,
Yay!
perhaps we could make it devour the problem inside Blade's body. It might just be a risky path worth taking.
Du willst Schuhe zu Fraß geben? Zu Ouroboros? I mean, es könnte klappen, aber das ist saugefährlich.
Blade has agreed to my proposal and will venture into the world in canvas to seek out the veracity.
Nase, ja.
From what I've heard, you are going there as well?
Okay, wird das mit Blade
I
sein.
cast a divination, and the hexagram shifted between the marsh and fire trigrams, yielding the judgment. Heaven and earth are separate and apart, but the work which they do is the same. In other words, though your paths may differ, they are destined to intersect.
Ja, voll krass. Also ich nehme an, Erde bezieht sich auf uns und Himmel wahrscheinlich wegen der Flotte, die im Himmel ist. Auf Blade dann, ne? Wird das Blades Beerdigung sein? Ja, das war ja letzte Folge, Dings.
Or an adventure. Will it be a battle with only a 1 in 10 chance of survival to tear away Shuhu's flesh from his body and eliminate the Xianzhou's arch enemy? Or will it be a journey in which he settles all grudges and never looks back? It all depends on how he perceives it. Blade agreed to my proposal, even though that little Stellaron hunter girl wouldn't stop objecting.
Setzt du alles auf mich, Generalin, hier?
Betting? No, I don't see it that way.
Sondern?
We are not chips laid on a gaming table, nor dice tossed at someone's whim. We trust in people, in ourselves, and in those beside us, knowing they can change the course of even the most desperate battle. That belief is what gave you the strength to overcome Fullwish. It is also the only reason I stay for this world. My purpose has never changed. I am going to draw the elation into my divination, and overturn a fate marked for great woe.
Ja, pass auf, dass nicht fällt, weil das wäre ja Teil der Wahrsagung, dass irgendein General der Allianz fallen wird und sie ist die einzig Anwesende. Also,
I have a plan for how to handle Asat Pramod if he strikes unexpectedly.
Okay.
But I still need more hands to make it work.
Jetzt aus, als müssen die Spiele mal bald zu Ende gehen, ja.
What miracle could cap off these games better than a finale that humbles a Lord Ravager? It will be a tribute to the elation.
Das wäre definitiv der Peak
The
davon, ja.
shadow of the Lord Ravager looms. And from here on, everyone must carry their part of the burden. I will take my leave first.
Okay.
Before I set out, I still want to say a few words to everyone.
Ja, das wird wieder eine sehr gefährliche Reise, weil ich ja wieder nur ein Eon, der schon wieder verschollen ist. Ach, Mann.
What are they all up to over there?
Keine Ahnung, warum seid ihr alle versammelt da? Okay, Himiko.
Oh, there you are. We were waiting for you.
Schön mal wieder alle beieinander zu haben. Was macht ihr alle hier?
We're here to celebrate the Astral Express making it through another trial, of course. Pom-Pom's heard all about your latest adventure.
It's a modest celebration, but a meaningful one. You stopped Full Wish's scheme, and that is no small achievement. Regardless of what the people of plain Arcadia or the media may say, we raise a glass to you.
Exactly. You knocked out the mastermind behind all those creepy whatever their name is.
Naja.
I didn't get to see it myself, but Don Hung described it for me. You killed it.
Danke. Superhelden würde ich nicht sagen, weil das Superhelden scheint der Assad zu sein, dieser eine Typ, der Smiley-Wichser.
Your victory gave Blade a chance to free himself from Shuhu's flesh. Thank you.
Gerne.
With a Lord Ravager looming on the horizon, everyone will soon be heading off on their own missions. Before that, it felt right to have a small gathering like this.
Ja. Ich hoffe aber ein bisschen, dass wir auch hin und her wechseln, weil das hat ein bisschen actually letzte Quest gefehlt. Wir haben vor allem in letzter Zeit wenig von Dong Hang und March gesehen.
Now, let's make a toast.
Oder auch Welt generell. Boah, er war auf dem Express, also es konnte nichts Wichtiges passieren, aber trotzdem.
Here's to everyone who fights to protect this Arcadia. And here's to all of us. The Lord Ravager can throw whatever he wants at us. But I know the Astral Express will keep streaking across the stars.
Danke euch allen.
Thank you. All of you. Having you by my side is what gives me the courage to face the future. I'll carry this strength with me through the rest of this journey.
Cheers.
Die Gläser klirren immerhin klar, sonst würden eure Herzen wie einschlagen. Oh. Nachdem sie ausgetrunken haben, gönnt sich jeder namenlos einen kurzen Moment der Ruhe. Ist sehr nötig. Hier so mit Dings.
There you are. March and I were talking about you.
Oh. Habt ihr mich zwei vermisst?
Yeah, of course.
When did Don Hung start expressing his feelings like this? Well, I guess pigs really do fly.
Er wird halt immer offener. Vor allem seit Amphorius habe ich das Gefühl.
This trip to plain Arcadia is the first time we weren't necessarily working together toward a common goal.
Naja, wir leisten alle dazu.
You dove into the Vantis Moon games. I crossed paths with that relentless old friend and foe again. As for March, well, she spent her time wandering and eating. Her perfect little vacation.
Wait, hold up. How come all I get is wandering and eating? I grabbed plenty of comics as well.
Macht's nicht besser, aber das ist gut, dass hier
I
aber
call
gut geht.
it cultural exploration. With a little extra time for me to recharge, of course. Right?
Now that we're having this little break, it hit me that I might have neglected you and March.
Für uns gehört das einfach zum Trailbase.
Well said. This vacation has expanded my horizons. And my stomach capacity.
Blade has accepted General Yao Guang's proposal. Perhaps he has finally moved on from past grudges and that abundance curse, and is now ready to do something for himself. It's going to be a path fraught with danger. So I had hoped to accompany him for a bit longer, but he refused. From now on, I will turn my attention to this world.
Was hast du als nächstes vor?
Mr. Yang and I have been asked by General Yao Guang to help with setting up some defensive formations.
Okay.
I've got work to do too. Mr. Ashvale wanted someone to accompany him to the tavern to investigate clues about Asat Pramod. Yours truly figured she'd been resting long enough, and it was time to stretch her legs. So I volunteered.
Okay. Ich kann mir gut vorstellen, dass wir wahrscheinlich dann später einen Perspektivenwechsel haben zu March oder Ashville selbst, wo wir das dann ein bisschen sehen. Pass auf dich auf, mach mir nicht zu viele Sorgen.
No problem. When you come back, you have to share everything you saw in the world in Canvas.
Mach ich. Okay. Sprich mit Himiko. Wir können auch mit Sunday reden.
Hmm? Did you need something?
Nicht unbedingt, aber ein bisschen alleine, oder?
I need a break. I felt worn out ever since coming back from Seafeld TV Tower.
Ja, okay, kein Wunder. Mit deiner Harmonisierung dann letztes Mal.
Right now, it feels like I'm back in Oak Manor's banquet hall. At those parties, no matter how tired I was, I'd have to clutch my glass and smile, keeping myself calm. Mr. Yang insisted I should get a full day of sleep, but I didn't want to miss the chance to toast with you all.
Danke, dass du mich auf dieser Reise begleitest. Und geh bitte schlafen
Thank
dann.
you for letting me embark on this journey.
Gerne. Okay, dann nehmen wir mal Dings.
Just in time. I've talked to Madame Pearl.
Oh,
She will handle all the arrangements for your passage, so you can enter the world in Canvas to find my ancestor Graphia.
okay. Wann soll ich aufbrechen?
Actually, I hoped you could take some time to rest first. Once you've fully rested, you may make your way to the dock in Seafeld City.
Okay,
Madame Pearl has a special ship waiting for you there.
alright.
It will take you to the border between this world and the world in Canvas, a place known as Inkford Hermitage. That's your final stop before entering the world in Canvas, a place to gather your supplies and rest up before you set out on the journey ahead.
Okay.
I know you'll have to go alone this time, but I don't think it'll be dangerous. After all, that realm was created by Graphia, my ancestor. The thought of it makes me feel calm, in a strange but comforting way. If you get to meet her, please give her my regards.
Machen wir. Ich werde Graphia deine Grüße ausrichten.
Please tell her that one of her descendants became a nameless on the Express. Go ahead. Set out once you've rested up. I'll be here with Welt and the others, awaiting good news from you.
Okay. Wenn wir direkt zum Seafeld-Dings teleportiert? Nee, actually zu Ashville, okay. Was läuft denn bei ihm gerade? Oh.
In other words, that woman wants you to take Shuhu and jump straight into the veracity and leave the rest to the Eon's stomach acid?
Yep, klingt absolut nicht insane, ne?
And this is between me and him, right? Why are you tagging along?
Relax. I'll say my goodbyes and be gone.
Also in Ashville werden wir auch weniger sehen hier.
Funeral. If you ask me, this ending is indeed grand enough.
I don't care about any of that. There's only one thing I care about. Does he have to die?
Das frage ich mich. Es würde mich wundern, wenn Hoyo ihn ermorden würde. Bis das sterben
Here's a
lassen.
piece of advice, little cub. Whether he lives or dies is his choice. That's the one thing you don't get to decide for him.
It has landed.
Oh.
What?
Nothing. Just a seabird landing on the rocks.
Huh.
A blade forged of mortal steel cannot sever an undying fate. If Shuhu is to be put down, the options are few. And that Leviathan is one of them.
In time, people will say this. The culprit of the Juming gave his life for the greater good and plunged into the abyss alongside the abomination.
Ja.
I'm not as noble as you make it sound. Many years ago, you invited me to join the Galaxy Rangers. I refused for one reason.
Das ist ja ein interessanter What-If, wenn Blade den Rangern beigetreten wäre. Aber warum ist er Blade?
petty man. I was never born to carry some greater good. This is between Shuhu and me. Nothing more.
Can't argue with that. A Galaxy Ranger through and through. Well then. I won't say anything more.
Blade, you sure about this?
Ich glaube ja.
For years, death has clung to me like a curse, etched into my bones. If there is a chance to make a god feel the same pain, I would do it, even if this body is reduced to ash. As for everyone else, there's no need to drag them into this. We'll proceed as Yao Guang proposed. Bury Shuhu at the end of the world in canvas, taking me with him, and let the veracity dissolve us both.
Damn.
Take care.
How about you stay as well? You might as well see it through to the end with us.
Plain Arcadia has bigger problems that need my attention.
Wie zum Beispiel? Also du gehst, glaube ich, mit deinen Hängen... Nee. March geht hier mit dir, ja.
Your instincts were right. That meanie pulling strings from the shadows is none other than a Sat Pramad.
Ja, du gehst in die Narrentaverne, ne?
Who else would want to kick a Ha's head like a ball?
So, I need to get back and finish my job.
Investigating a Lord Ravager sounds like a job you don't come back from.
Touché, ja.
Therefore, it also pays very well.
Motherfucker.
Then here's hoping you live long enough to collect your payment. Every time, when it's just the two of us, you go quiet.
You know what I'm going to say.
Was denn?
The seabird's flown off. It's time for us to go too.
The terror slumbering at the heart of plain Arcadia is.
So, ihr stimmt, weil das haben wir letzten Akt gesehen, dieses Zitat, aber dort war der ganze Text blockiert und das werden wir jetzt sehen.
Ouroboros.
Voilà.
After the swarm disaster, the veracity vanished, never to appear again for more than 700 amber eras. Their last rumored sighting was 500 years ago.
Leute, ich habe rausgefunden, anscheinend ein Bernsteinzeitalter kann zwischen 40 bis 140 Jahren liegen. Anscheinend. Wenn das richtig ist, was ich erklärt habe.
Technologists claim that Ouroboros lies in wait at the edge of the cosmos, guarded by their children, awaiting the day of their return.
I've heard that story before, but it wasn't about the edge of the cosmos. It was Pier Point. They say that the preservation is nothing more than a facade, and the IPC is, in truth, a cult devoted to the veracity.
Huh.
Organic life has quite the imagination. They've said other things, too. That Louis Fleming seeks to ascend as the Eon of Wealth. That the Council of Mundanites are mere hounds of Dr. Primitive. That the Marketing Development Department colludes with the destruction, turning a blind eye to the spread of Stellarons. Such rumors are endless. I believe the General should be able to tell which are true and which are not.
I've never heard the last one, so let's assume it's the only one that's true.
Ouroboros? Nur noch ein Schritt, nur noch nach einer.
Such terrible breath. Once this Leviathan awakens, the Arcadia's destruction would be all but instantaneous.
For now, this remains conjecture. The sealed remains appear to be a husk that Ouroboros once shed. Why it's here, and how it's connected to the elation, remain unknown. Yet even a fragmented remnant of an eon is a threat that can't be ignored. The calamity of the Leviathan must not be allowed to re-emerge in this world.
Absolut nicht, ey.
Naturally. That is why I'm here. And it's about time for the two Nameless to arrive.
Zwei? Hä, wer? Also wir und?
You're just
Ihr seid für die Verteidigungslinien hier, okay.
General Yao Guang, as instructed, warding talismans have been placed at over a dozen sites across plain Arcadia.
Okay.
My thanks. It was Mr. Yang's talent of creation out of nothing that allowed us to reproduce dozens of plumes and complete the deployment with such speed. Now, with Yin and Yang aligned and all four aspects in place, as long as we set up the last formation core,
Ja.
the Decalight reflection barrier will be complete.
Okay.
Using the divine eye of the Spiritus to weave a giant web, one that ensnares countless possible futures. General, have you truly made up your mind?
Though Shuhu has been eradicated, the signs of doom have not faded. On the contrary, they grow ever clearer. After much consideration, the source can only be this restless corpse.
Wahrscheinlich, ja.
One crisis is yet to pass, and another is already upon us. The Arcadia's ley lines were already riddled with scars, and now even the ancient tree's seal is starting to loosen.
Ley lines, huh, interesting.
While Evanessia is asleep, someone must take up her duty to guard this place.
But defending isn't the way of the hunt. If you don't want to become the prey, you must become the hunter.
General, do you intend to go on the offensive and suppress the remains of the Veracity?
Ich würde es ihr zutrauen.
How could I? The Joy Seeker could barely confine that husk using the Abundance's ambrosial arbor as its cage. I'm not that arrogant as to place myself alongside the gods.
Aber wenn du es könntest,
I'm
mach
not
ich einen guten
here
Brot.
to guard against an eon, but against a lesser menace.
Okay.
Lord Ravager Asat Pramod. This barrier is prepared for him.
Okay.
Asat Pramod has been meddling with the game from the shadows. His intentions unclear. We know little about him or the Veracity. By chance, however, a friendly citizen has provided us with intel.
Kutschiba, ne?
Ouroboros' remains are in Ahatopia.
Ja, weil das war das. Ich glaube, genau dieser Satz sogar, glaube ich, war das letzte, was wir im Akt 3 jetzt letztes Mal hatten. Und dann hat die Quest da geändert.
Silence is an answer in itself. I've seen that reaction too many times.
Frag dich mal, wie sie so viel
I'm not
weiß.
surprised that you were the first to discover it. You were in the Torn Scroll too.
Oh.
Probability of you noticing was 24%.
Sie waren dieser zerrissene Schriftrolle, okay.
That's a little low, don't you think? I'd put it at well over 90.
Damn.
What I don't understand is this. There were countless ways to verify your hypothesis, yet you chose the most unconventional one. You bypassed security and broke into the building to confront me in person. What is your objective?
Gute Frage.
This is no confrontation. It's a warning, Madam Pearl. I'm a security officer, and there is only one reason I'm here. While everyone else is fixated on the Phantasmoon games, only the Department of Aberration Defense is watching other places.
Like the location where the new Herald of Death case was closed?
Correct. The incident involved 4 Daybreak warriors, 3 nameless, 1 detective, and 1 officer. But just moments ago, a 10th set of footprints appeared at the scene.
Okay.
After the investigation, we learned that the traces were left deliberately. A blatant provocation.
Assad oder
The
wie?
Lord Ravager bent on destroying the Elation came uninvited. Make no mistake. Plain Arcadia is a stage he chose with care, and drawing the Abundance into the fray was hardly a whim.
Our top priority is to dispose of Shuhu's flesh properly to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands and causing another calamity.
That said, we cannot afford to ignore Asat Pramad's next move.
Nee.
This giant web is prepared for that very purpose. Once the entire planet is folded into the divination's trajectory, under the gaze of the Omnitia, all possibilities will be laid bare. When that time comes, he won't wish to leave any footprints behind.
One final question. Why did the Lord Ravager choose to visit this place?
Weil es die perfekte Stage wäre, I
Does
don't
he
know.
have an ulterior motive? Or is this merely some twisted joke?
Oder beides.
That question should be left to the professionals. Don't forget, we have a detective who can't seem to rest.
Er wird es wahrscheinlich rausfinden.
Let's hope the accumulation of variables can tip the scales in our favor.
Ich hoffe auch, weil es sieht aktuell wieder richtig scheiße übel aus mit den ganzen Sachen. Ah, wir wechseln extra zu Asheville.
And
Lol.
so the people set out, and the gondola, bound for distant lands, set sail.
Goldener Lehrer.
The end of the world. The Elation once again declared war upon the Veracity. Frail little humans. Ouroboros split their mouth wide open. Whoever can fill my whole mouth with but a single thing shall receive a reward. My tongue. The fool known as the Shepherd captured a comet, but it wasn't even enough to fill the gap between the Veracity's teeth.
Der Shepherd, also hörte.
Bartender Braji opened the wine cellar, yet they only grew drowsy, drifting off to sleep.
Okay.
And en route, he crept up to the Veracity's ear and told them a corny joke. The Veracity pondered it for 10 amber eras, then burst into laughter at their own amusement.
Huh.
En route spread his hands and said, "See, I filled your mouth with laughter."
Huh.
Then what happened?
Interesting.
Then the Veracity said, "Are you kidding me?" And with that, they opened their gaping maw and tore en route to pieces.
Yay.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Those are the facts, my inquisitive auditor. If you want to hear more stories, you're welcome to discuss with your classmates.
Tolle Scheiße, huh?
We came here to investigate the veracity in Asat Pramod, but all we got were stories that only a 3-year-old would believe.
Ja. Ist Giovanni vielleicht hilfreich? I mean, der weiß viel.
Rumors don't just appear out of thin air. It's just a matter of how much truth you think they hold.
No.
At least 90% of that was made up.
Sometimes that last 10% is all you need.
Ja, besser, ja, mindestens 10%. Nee. Wollen wir die jetzt ausfragen?
Bystanders around. Let's hear what they have to say.
Okay. Teammärchen. Okay. Yui Chungus.
Asking about the Veracity? You thinking about walking that path?
Chungus, Alter. Ui, der hat Hunger.
Walk the path of veracity? Do I need to eat everything in sight?
You got it. Kids always dream big. Some are bulldozers, some are monsters.
Aha.
And I am Autoborn. Yeah, and the man.
Aha.
Can you talk normal? Stop gulping for air.
I swore to become a veracity path strider. I eat everything. Tasty, nasty, anything I could chew. Finally, I pinched my nose and swallowed loose mold, and they looked at me.
Yo, boy.
Ouroboros.
Nah. Very regrettable.
Enough already.
I'm telling you, it was all bluffing. The fools didn't lose. Root and Dorothy, when the veracity wasn't looking, roll up their skin like a grape, snatch it up and poach it.
Okay, absent wieder.
Poof! They were gone. Even Comic-Con Collective don't got a veracity card. I already filed a formal complaint with the organizers.
Oh,
You should be putting this much effort into your studies.
Okay. Ja. Mal schauen, was du sagst.
A dull pen beats a sharp memory. My memory's dull, and my pen's not much better.
Toll.
Then you must have a lot of stationery.
A kindred spirit. Miss, it seems you're one of us as well.
Nein.
I've met far too many fools who can't even read. Oddly enough, those of us who truly love learning are the rare ones. Interested in studying the knowledge of the laughter? I have a reference book here. You can have it.
Bernstein wird... Zum Blick, Imperiums, alles... Ach du Scheiße.
This feels completely made up. But, thanks anyway.
Oh, please. Thank the seniors. To compile this book, they offended every eon they possibly could, and narrowly escaped death at the hands of each and every one of them.
Yikes.
As for me, I'm just the one who keeps the books circulating.
Ich merk's. Okay.
Hey, friends!
Oh boy.
First day of school.
Hallo, Sparksy.
Where were you just now? You opened the door for us and just disappeared. Don't tell me you're up to something again.
Wer weiß. I mean, sie hat ihre Maske jetzt auch wieder zurück, oder?
Doubting me. You're breaking Sparkskull's heart here. That whole foolish thing. I took on every emoji in the tavern by myself, fought them all the way to the end of the world, and even wore my mask down to nothing. But honestly, this place runs on rumors. Aha is being chased by the veracity. Aha chases the veracity. We won't get anywhere following stories like this.
Let's go through what we know so far.
Ja. Go on. Ja. Absentigstahl. Schatten der Gier.
Yeah, it's a complete mess.
Ja, na voilà. Muss ich mal lesen.
After a bit of thought, a Lady Sparksy came up with a brilliant idea. I borrowed a nifty little gadget from a friend.
Ja.
The unreal Sparks and Spark! No idea how it works, but apparently this light bulb makes you smarter the moment you put it on.
Ja, okay.
Does this friend know you borrowed it?
Gute Frage.
Supramon has a gun to our heads, and this is what you're worried about? He'll find out one day.
Eines Tages wird's wissen.
Well then, I'll go first.
I guess. Ich bin mal gespannt, wie stark.
Doesn't look very reliable. Are you sure about this?
No worries. If anything goes wrong, the friend in my head will protect me.
Ja, ich würde sagen, aber Night hilft dann. Und?
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
No, it's working perfectly. I get it now. All of it. No need to dance around.
Okay.
Our enemy is a Lord Ravager. There's only one question we need answered. How does Asat Pramod plan to destroy Elation?
Indem das Spiel gewinnt.
Correction. The effect is very obvious.
Judging by Nanook's habit of picking Lord Ravagers, I wouldn't be surprised if Asat Pramod was once a masked fool, and therefore knows Aha's weakness. The Arcadia is like a microcosm of eons and paths. People indulge themselves in fabricated happiness, unable to pull themselves away from it. Many have expressed their concerns. This isn't elation. Aha is playing with fire.
A classic social realist deduction. Old-fashioned. Ooh, but effective.
Yeah.
We're closing in on the truth.
Yes. The answer is all but revealed. You are Asat Pramod, Sparksy.
Was?
Do you have evidence? Of course. The truth is so simple that everyone overlooked it. You were the first person I met when I got off the express.
So dumm.
If I am Asat Pramod, would you and Grey Hair have been able to walk out of the school alive?
Nee.
Yeah, fair point.
Okay, Ashway, setzt du's mal auf.
Take that thing off already.
That's weird. I thought I was on the right track.
Let me give you a lesson. Deduction isn't about pupil skills. It's about smart tricks and flawless logic. Watch and learn. Sparkle, master of the classic whodunit, has entered the chat.
Okay.
You changed your clothes just for this?
Yep.
First of all, Ouroboros likes to eat. Secondly, whatever they eat disappears completely. Therefore, veracity is also a form of destruction.
Ja, soweit war ich
This
schon.
is the classic mystery of one culprit, two identities. The one trying to kill Elation is
Ja.
the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, played by the veracity.
Ne?
What am I even saying?
Classic whodunit. This is more like a classic Who's the Dummy.
Können wir für Ashway kurz arbeiten lassen?
Get it now? All this thing does is make wild guesses sound reasonable.
Ja, ich glaube auch. Das ist actually ein guter Einwand.
So far, that's the most accurate piece of information we've gotten.
Ja.
No need to be so serious, detective. Why don't you show us what you've got?
Oh boy.
By the way, what type of detective are you?
Ja.
Me? I'm the tough guy type. I don't waste time on useless details. I aim straight at the heart of the problem.
Okay.
You're not wrong. Asat Pramod is Nanook's weapon to assassinate Aha. Whatever his plan may be, the target doesn't change.
Nee, definitiv nicht.
Remember, as far as humanity knows, there are only 3 ways an Eon can fall.
Verschlungen werden, ermordet werden wahrscheinlich.
A broader path engulfs a narrower one. Divine warfare between eons.
Ja. Und? Was ist das dritte?
The third one. What was it again?
Forcing an Eon to turn away from their own path.
Wie zum Beispiel Sieger der Spiele.
Whatever it is, none of it sounds remotely connected to plain Arcadia.
Doch, das letzte. Definitiv. Wegen den Spielern.
So, what makes you so certain Asat Pramod is here on business, not on vacation?
Because we folks just dug up one heck of a treasure from underground. And in the stories tied to them, we've unearthed more than a few names worth paying attention to.
Absenti zum Beispiel, ja. Okay, das ist actually nicht so, wie Texas geht. Der Fall der Verschwundenen hier. Der Assistent hat die Falldetails der Detective akribisch und sauberer Handschrift zusammengestellt. Eine Spur unbekannter Fußabdrücke taucht im verlassenen Bahnhof auf, ein seltenes Emoji läuft in der Taverne Abmog. Alle Hinweise darauf sind auf den Verwüster, die Munhasab-Pramat. Der Detektiv ist wieder am Fall daran, werden die Taverne die Fußspuren Lavitanz aufspüren können. PS das cool System und kühl ist ausgefallen, der gedacht, das reparieren. Leck mich. Notizen, die in Kraniker stimmt Tatort geschrieben hat. Okay, hier, dieser Typ hat Kometen beschwört, um die Gier zu stillen. Klingt wie ein Märchen. Der Assistent im Bauch der je gelegen ist. Er ist etwas wie ein Statist, der in den Seifenopern, die Herr so gerne als Statist mitspielt. Frage: Es gibt viele Barkeeper in der Taverne des Gelashers, aber er ist der berühmteste. Gerüchten zufolge hatte die Rechnung von damals, als er den Weinkerl öffnete, immer noch nicht beglichen. I can imagine. Absenti, ein Lavitan mit lahmen Witzen füttern. Verrückte Idee. Ich bezweifle sehr, dass ein Wortwitz für das Festmahl der Gier ausreicht. In der anderen Version der Geschichte hat Absenti keinen lahmen Witz erzählt. Er und Dorothy haben sich mit der abgestreiften Haut des Äons aus dem Staub gemacht. Und das haben wir vorhin ganz kurz gehört. In der skurrilen Geschichte wagt sich Absenti einmal in den Bauch der Gier und konnte entkommen, nachdem er ihren Schatten gerupft hatte. Dorothy. Diesen haben wir schon lange nicht mehr gehört. Sie steht auch mit Absenti in Verbindung. Vorgeschossen. Ich schätze mal, man kann ihn einen alten Freund von mir bezeichnen. Der hat tatsächlich ein Buch geschrieben. Ich würde Absenti gehen.
Right. He's the one I can't stop thinking about. The stories change every time, but they all circle back to the same logic. En route defeated the veracity by some means.
Ja, irgendwie.
You're right. Then who is this en route? Do you know him? En route.
Sampo, what the fuck? Wo kommst du her?
Of course she does. Everyone in the tavern knows that name. Long ago, its owner grew tired of jokes, cast aside his mask, and walked away. Some say he became a mourning actor. Others say he jumped into IX's black hole.
Oh, okay. Zwei interessante.
What truly matters is
Ja. Go on.
that you have my unreal sparks and spark.
Es ist das von Sampo.
I knew it.
Der Stadtwille von.
Give it back. That's a big order my client wants immediately.
Ich hätte mir vorgestellt, es könnte vielleicht irgendjemand anderen, der maskierten Narren sein, die wir erst viel später kennenlernen, aber nee.
Give it back. It just wandered off, and I happened to find it on the way, so I brought it home.
Fein das Keepers oder was hier? Ist das dumm.
You want it? Here, take it now.
Bitte fang auf, weil ich schmeiß das.
Absolutely not. Wait, right now? This doesn't sound like you at all.
Nee, pass auf.
No. If it's a no, it's a no. Guess I'll keep it. Bye-bye.
Idiot.
Get back here!
Sir, do you need to hire a private detective?
Marge ist einfach nur so anwesend, so fuck my life.
Can you catch her for me?
Of course. I'll have that thing returned to you safe and sound in half a day.
Reicht das für ihn oder Text, hallo?
But in exchange, I'd like you to elaborate a bit more on what you were saying.
Oh, so that's why you're here.
Ja.
Now, old Sempo's intel isn't cheap. Waiving the fee won't quite cut it, will it?
Name your price. Put it on Pearl's tab.
Just kidding. Money talks boring. Besides, the Astral Express and I go way back. Oh, and I wouldn't scam you two.
Danke,
The
Sampo.
en route you're looking for lives up to the name. There's nowhere he can't reach. Only places he hasn't been yet. He's the gold standard of the masked fools. He only shows up where he's least welcome. A mourning actor's stage, a friend's wedding, even inside the Veracity's mouth. All for the sake of a good laugh. Oh.
Okay.
That lines up. Sounds like the origin of the legend. So, he's a friend of yours.
Vielleicht?
Not a chance!
Huh.
Back when old Sempo was still a kid, en route was already a name in the history books. He left the tavern during the Second Prosperity. They say after hearing 30 trillion jokes, he never laughed again. Before he left, en route said one thing that, at the time, no one cared about.
Und das wäre?
Elation has been dead for a long time.
Huh.
Where did he go after he left the tavern?
The tavern has 10,000 mouths, all telling different stories. All I know is this. He said he was headed for the true world's end, and then he vanished without a trace.
Die Grenze des Universums, wie?
You know all this.
Ja, ist wirklich interessant, wie viel so weiß.
I've been around long enough to have my own channels. Just trust old Sempo.
Okay.
And about catching Sparksy?
Ja.
Leave it to me. I keep my word.
Okay, das heißt, wir sollen jetzt... Oh, March, hallo.
Ah, see? You only need that 10% of the story to be true.
True.
The last thing he said was really scary.
Was das der Äon des Hochgefühlstodes?
Answered questions about en route. He has to be tied to Assad Pramad somehow.
Ob Ascenti vielleicht Assad Pramade wurde? I don't know.
But our leads at the tavern have run their course. Let's go pay a visit to another expert next.
Expert? Giovanni oder was?
Oh. Speak of the devil. Only a Cienjo general could have arranged something like this, I suppose.
Hey, über me.
I'm surprised as well.
Ein Genie,
You've
also.
only just left Amphorius, and already you've managed to draw the attention of another Lord Ravager.
Sorry, das war nicht unsere Absicht.
Miss Ron May? And Miss Ting Yoon?
We're here by General Yao Guang's request. It seems we arrived just in time.
Ja.
At first, I only came because the Shenzhou extended an invitation, and it seemed impolite to refuse. Now that I'm here, I see it was well worth the trip. So, let me get to the point.
Okay.
Ouroboros has long been dead. Their death was merely buried beneath layers of secrecy.
Okay, und wie...
Hardly
Okay.
surprising. They disappeared after the swarm disaster, and there are many different opinions on where they went.
Das heißt, die wollen Ouroboros dann wieder zum Leben erwecken, oder wie? Wenn es um die Zerstörung geht?
The Intelligentsia Guild claims the Veracity ate their fill and entered hibernation. I don't buy it. Those scholars are fond of post-meal naps themselves. Likely just projecting their own habits.
You seem surprisingly calm, which makes sense. After all, the shadow in your right hand is evidence as well. Why don't you tell everyone what happened to the Galaxy Rangers back on Von Walk?
Oh, okay.
Von Walk.
Sprightly Von Walk. I've heard there's a particular phenomenon that occurs on that rainforest planet.
Okay.
Plants multiply and grow and are then harvested like wild grass. A cycle repeating every few decades. Almost identical to the Phantas Moon games.
But how are the two connected? When you hear plants and growth, shouldn't that make you think of abundance? Huh. Wait.
Ja.
It seems you figured it out. By coincidence, abundance is another thing the two worlds have in common.
Ja, der heilige Baum natürlich.
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences, Mr. Ashvale. No. Leader of the Rangers, Mr. La Mancha. Perhaps you could explain this to our nameless friend?
Back on Von Walk, I'd already long since stopped being a ranger. Your conjecture is basically correct, Miss Ron May. You're not the only genius to take life as a subject of study. By the time I arrived, the atavistic experiment was already approaching its final phase. Dr. Primitive had set his sights on an ancient Leviathan.
Okay.
Beneath Von Walk's surface, there also lay the remains of the Veracity.
Okay.
You stopped him.
The Rangers stopped him. Back then, Mr. N was still human.
Wurde dann Lebensmachen.
Now, deep beneath Ahatopia, another corpse of the Leviathan lies buried.
Gab's also zwei,
If
oder
I'm
wie?
not mistaken, there are countless other worlds carrying out the same ritual. Aha sealed Ouroboros' body among the stars, suppressed it with abundance, siphoned the power of the Path of Veracity, and called it a game.
Huh.
This is what people call the Phantasmoon Games.
Uh-huh. Why would they do such a thing?
You may remember, the Express once delivered a Leviathan's carcass to me. That wasn't the only one in my collection.
Boah, ich kann mich gar nicht mehr erinnern.
By arranging remains from different eras in sequence, I discovered something rather intriguing.
Dass die Körper aus verschiedenen Zeiten stammen,
At
oder
a
wie?
certain moment over 1,000 amber eras ago, just as Akifili began traveling in pursuit of their ideal,
Ja.
all creations of the Veracity lost the same organ. Their taste buds.
Huh.
What does that imply?
The purpose of consumption changed. Be they spawns, depth crawlers, or void-song whales, their genetic markers encoding gustatory organs vanished entirely. Creatures walking the path of Veracity became nothing more than biological black holes, consuming without discrimination. This was not natural evolution. Through the simulated universe, I identified the point of divergence in history. A concept had disappeared from the path of Veracity. Consider this. What do taste buds provide?
Genuss.
Yummy flavors?
Precisely. Savoring something's aftertaste is an act of elation.
Huh.
So Aha stole the original primum mobile of the Veracity?
Scheint so.
The simulated universe proves nothing on its own, but the primal desires of life have always been entangled.
I mean, ich habe ja gesagt, dass ich jetzt eine 4-Stunden-Video da schaue für die Lore ein bisschen. Und da war auch die Rede davon, dass Aha zusammen, ja, mit Akevili gereist ist. Und das wurde ja auch in der Quest hier irgendwo erwähnt. Da hat ja Pompom geredet, dass Aha ja noch eine Rechnung offen hat, anscheinend auf dem Express. Das heißt, das kommt davon. Damn.
Think of it as my intuition. The conflict between the eons of elation and veracity stretches all the way back to primordial times.
Das heißt, oh, Bose ist ziemlich pisst.
There used to be 2. I only told Yu Qingtu. Now there are 5. After this, I can't be sure.
Exploit the old conflict between Aha and Ouroboros to ignite a divine war, or allow intersecting paths to devour one another.
Okay.
Of the 3 known ways to kill an eon, the Arcadia fulfills at least 2. Now who still thinks Asapramat is here on vacation?
But you still haven't explained where it came from.
You mean the shadow?
Ja. Erklär mal.
It has nothing to do with Funwalk.
Okay, sondern?
Call it a twist of fate. This isn't my first encounter with the Astral Express, nor my first time dealing with a Lord Ravager.
Vor 15 Jahren, oder wie?
When my home was destroyed by Zulo, I had a brief encounter with a former navigator.
Okay, also du bist ein anderer Verfüster dafür.
Navigator of the Express?
Wahrscheinlich die vorherige von Himiko, oder wie?
Yes. Starseer, I see. He'd already retired by then.
I see.
He was
Wirklich?
the one who told me about the shadow. According to IC, it was one of many remnants left behind when the Express first carved paths along the edges of the cosmos.
Okay.
I led the Rangers to suppress the shadow and devised the plan to assassinate Zulu. But I never learned why it was there in the first place.
Don't you find it strange, Mr. Ashvale?
Ist ein großer Zufall, ne?
Strange?
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences. Like an experiment with results that are too perfect. It's enough to send a chill down your spine. If you don't mind, let's walk through the whole thing once more.
Ja, bitte noch einmal.
Earlier, what did you two uncover in the tavern?
Das wird Absenti.
Someone suspected to be a Sat Pramod knew about the Veracity's secret. Before disappearing, he said he was headed for the end of the world.
And then? Who did he say the shadow belonged to?
Jemand am Ende der Welt.
Former navigator. The shadow was a remnant left behind when he charted the cosmos.
Eine und dieselbe
If the
Person?
world's end isn't the tavern, then where is it?
I don't know if anyone can answer that question. Not even Akivilli.
Ashvale?
Wait. Don't tell me.
Was?
En route only goes where he isn't welcome.
Heißt?
After leaving the tavern, he went to the Astral Express.
Dings.
The detective game is over.
Oh, scheiße. Verwüster Fürsten Assad Pramat, wieder am Fall dran. Das Gelächter aber ist Witz. Absenti, auf dem Weg zum wahren Ende der Welt. Astral Express, lange nicht mehr einen alten Freund. Oh, das wird kompliziert so langsam. Oh boy. Oh, scheiße, was ist das jetzt? Am wenigsten willkommen ist,
I have to say, not many people can make me change my plans. Whether in the past or present, you've always been one of them.
So, it is you.
Ehemaliger Navigator.
You know how it is, kid. I've always enjoyed arriving uninvited.
Cutscene? Ne, wir wechseln Action zu Trailblazer jetzt. Was? Das habe ich jetzt nicht erwartet. Wir schneiden da wirklich ab. Scheiße.
Pearl said she would arrange a ferry to pick us up at the Seafeld City dock.
Ja, aber das machen wir nächstes Mal. Okay, das ist ein kranker Video. Das heißt, Absenti ist Assad Pramat. Und Assad Pramat war aber auch Dings, der ehemalige Navigator von Dings, oder wie? Oder hab ich das jetzt richtig verstanden? Ich hoffe, ich habe dich richtig gemacht. Wenn nicht, fuck. Aber okay, er ist also auf jeden Fall zum Astral Express aufgebrochen. Wild. Wild. Alter, ich dachte kurz, what the fuck. Okay, das wird wild. Das macht es ja viel persönlicher hier noch. Und Interesse, das heißt, hat den Geschmackssinn von Ouroboros rausgenommen. Ha. Das ist wild. Und das auf der Reise von Dings. Boah, das sind so viele Sachen. Das zieht sich sehr viel zurück zu Akivilli und alles. Und zu wirklich früheren Zeiten. Boah, okay, krass. Aber das lässt mich aufwerfen. Wie lange lebt denn eigentlich schon Ashvale? Der scheint ja auch schon übelst alt zu sein dann. Aber ja, dann sehen wir mal, wie das sich entwickelt, dieser Quest. Ich glaube, diese Quest hat einiges noch an Überraschung für uns übrig, weil wir sind erst eine gute Stunde drin und das hat jetzt schon ordentlich was rausgeschmissen. Also, dann danke fürs Zuschauen. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Und ich standen tief ins Internet. Bye, bye.